Lowriders. A lowrider is a customized car with a lowered body that emerged among Mexican-American youth in the 1940s. It also refers to the driver of the car and their participation in lowrider car clubs, which remain a part of Chicano culture and have since expanded internationally. Let's first dive into the history of lowriders. Lowrider car culture began in Los Angeles, California, in the mid to late 1940s, and grew during the post-war prosperity of the 1950s within Mexican-American youth culture. Conversion of standard production vehicles included adding lowering blocks and cut-down spindles, reduced length suspension spring coils, and creating Z-frames from stock straight frames. The purpose of lowriders, as their motto "low and slow," is to cruise as slowly and as smoothly as possible. On January 1, 1958, Section 24008 of the California Vehicle Code went into effect, prohibiting cars modified to shift the vehicle body lower than the bottoms of its wheel rims. In 1959, mechanic Ron Aguirre bypassed the law by installing hydraulics that could quickly toggle the height of a General Motors X-frame chassis. Lowriding became widely popular in the 1980s and 1990s, and bans were enacted in many California cities. It regained popularity a little in 2009, then significantly during the COVID-19 pandemic in the US. Activists argued that the practice was harmless and banning it was simply the result of prejudice against Mexican Americans. San Jose and Sacramento repealed their bans in 2022 that had been enacted in 1986 and 1988, respectively. Now, these are the categories of a lowrider. The car and suspension are what make a lowrider, with the rim being a more broader area. Lowrider rims and tires are generally smaller than the original wheels. They are also called spoked wheels. They come in normal coolers but can also come in unique colors and patterns. The tires are also usually white walls. They are often fitted with hydraulic systems that allow height-adjustable suspension, allowing the car to be lowered or raised by switch. In 1959, a customizer named Ron Aguirre developed a way of bypassing the law with the use of hydraulic Pesco pumps and valves that allowed him to change ride height at the flick of a switch. Ron Aguirre developed this modification with help from his father, after conceiving of the idea. Aguirre's motivation was to stop being targeted with traffic tickets, as he had been by local police in his city of Rialto, California after the statewide ban was enacted. The cars that were converted were classic American cars like Cadillac and Lincolns. Notably is the Chevy Impala that had the new at the time X-frame, which was perfect for lowering modifications. The lowrider culture is a big part of the car community and the mod community. These cars are a combination of art and mechanical genius. Like and subscribe.